Well, it turns out Peter and Lily decided to stop by Switzerland and say hello. They are touring around Europe since travel restrictions had lifted. And I was here waiting for hip replacement surgery, something the cold was bitterly reminding me of when walking.
So Peter, you cold?
No. She is.
They were only here a couple days.
Peter's a real Canuck, man. He's a real Canadian.
And look how he's dressed. Poor Lily, stuck with gimpy me and hillbilly Peter. We had to change trains and had a little time to check things out, like prices.
28 mil for an ugly ass simple watch. Like it's simple.
So when I try to explain to people what expensive is, Lily's got a mask on because it's keeping her nose warm.
I'm gonna die.
Il est canadien, ça fait un moment qu'on essaie de le convaincre de prendre un pull, etc.
Is there cafe?
Oui. On va manger une fondue. We're gonna eat a fondue. Everybody's worried about Peter being cold, man.
Again, Peter is a slight embarrassment. That's okay, he's a Canadian redneck. He also did not know what a cog train is. I mean, come on, who doesn't know that? Cog train has a gear that connects the teeth on the rail so that the train could go up steep slopes. Everybody knows that, right? We were taking Lily to see something she'd never seen or touched before. Peter, well... And it's up here, on the mountains. It's a really special weekend. They could not have come at a better time, and it's something I've been wanting to show to any of my Cape Verdean friends. We are at the Rocher de Ney, about 2,000 meters above sea level, and it had just snowed.
That was Lily's first experience with snow, first time she's ever touched snow.
Put that on your bucket list.
Meanwhile, Peter's been here before.
Once in your life, you, who knows snow, must show it to one who does not. How many times I tried to explain what real cold feels like?
Peter in his shorts.
It's impossible to explain. One must feel cold to truly understand the feeling of cold. One must try and test, feel and taste, and only then can one say, I understand. Understand?
Look at that. Hello, Cape Verdean darling. Came here. Minha terra. Congelat.
Throw it off.
Nice. Woo!
Amazing. What an experience.
This place is a small ski area, but originally it was a military strategic point. They dug a tunnel through the mountain. Inside that tunnel is a communications post, and on the other side is a vantage point over the lake and the French Alps. It's now a Christmas attraction and restaurant for the rest of the year.
Nice.
Nice. Free my cane, have my leg back, hopefully. Can I welcome in?
Sí.
Welcome in.
Just let me in the building.
Yeah, go.
We're hungry, and Lily and Peter must have one of our national dishes, cheese fondue. It's our cachupa, Lily. You dip into melted cheese. Here Lily is trying with a potato. But it's better with plain bread and pepper.
It's hot.
Traveling balance.
Melhor, hein?
Traveling balance is always creepy.
Like I said, I've always wanted to share some of my culture with my friends from other worlds. And now look, I took an African and a North American here, inside that mountain, way up there. Back in town, Peter and I went downstairs to the bar restaurant below. As it happens, the place belongs to great old friends of mine.
So Pete and I are here at Goldfish, the Poisson Rouge. It's my friend Giles's and Francois and Olivier. Restaurant bar. Amazing. Let's go back and have a few drinks. Peter wants to get drunk. Swiss grog, which is made from fruits.
Raspberry.
It's good.
It tastes good, it smells bad. The Swiss Mafia coming to kill me now.
It smells so good.
I wanted to turn Peter on to our strong drinks. We call them eau de vie, water of life. It's fruit brandy that hasn't aged, kind of like grog. It's their last day here, and again, a glorious one. I showed Peter one of the fruits that was used for one of last night's liquors, quince.
You wouldn't really drink it, but you could.
And we had coffee, Café Renversé for me, Ovaltine chocolate milk for Lily, American coffee for Peter, and croissants. There is one more tourist trap I wanted to show off.
So here we are with Lily and Peter at Switzerland's most visited site, the Castle of Chillon.
This is one of my favorite places ever. I've been coming here since I was a kid. The Castle of Chillon has quite a history, one of about 1,000 years. Its dungeon at one time was a prison. It was made famous by Lord Byron, who wrote a poem about a monk named Bonivard, who was imprisoned there 6 years. His fingernail marks are still there. The castle's history is like chapters from a Game of Thrones. 3 different dynasties or houses were masters there. The House of Savoy from Italy, then the House of Bern from the Swiss Germans, and later the House of Vaux with the help of the French. They all took advantage of the strategic location to collect taxes from passing convoys coming from Italy and going north to France and Germany. Anyone that would try and scale the walls were probably shot upon ascending. The castle was built on a rock island dating back to Roman times. It was a perfect fort that resisted attack for centuries. Later, the castle became a local icon that inspired famous writers like Mary Shelley and Victor Hugo. This is one of my favorite places ever in Switzerland. Kind of hard for me to walk, so... Oh, here's the front.
Plain mail. Imagine that.
It's now Switzerland's most visited historical site. Lily's getting a good look at my heritage here, my history, my land. It's put to good use all year round, from weddings to medieval parties. It's been used for movies, but I have yet to see that really cool music video produced here. One with all kinds of wicked castle characters. Damn, I hope I'm not giving any ideas to famous Korean boy bands. And there's another gripe I have with my Swiss movie production colleagues. How come we have not yet produced a big budget William Tell movie? You know William Tell, he's on our 5-franc coin here. He's our national hero. He's the one who shot an arrow through an apple put on his son's head. He's on our 5-franc coin. Look at him with this hoodie. He's one badass. Legend has it that after he shot the apple, he went after the Lord who made him do it and started the Swiss Revolution over 700 years ago. This dude is our Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Elvis. Alright, so we make watches, cheeses, chocolates, banks and all, but not blockbuster films. Another idea thrown out there. This is my film, my series, my real-life friends, and they're going back tomorrow. And I'm going in.
It was great to have you along on this voyage. If you enjoyed your trip, give us a like and subscribe. You really help us navigate better. Me and my boat Alpine promise you a good time every Wednesday, so welcome aboard.